Welcome everyone to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene, where we serve the hottest tea. Join me and my baby stripper voice.
And me welcoming you all to eavesdrop onto our uncensored opinions. This platform is used to inform, laugh, and potentially inspire others to speak out about things we may all be thinking about but are too afraid to say out loud.
And don't forget, babes, if the shoe fits, wear it. Welcome back, guys, to Spilling the Tea with Estee.
And Marlene.
Hello.
Hi. How's it going?
Good. We're back from mental health.
We're back from our mental health episode. And if you haven't heard it, please go hear it. We got some good feedback.
We did get some good feedback. People loved it.
Yeah. People liked the
Well, first of all, Steph, if you're listening to this, people want you to come back.
Mm-hmm. They loved how relatable you are. They loved our questions on how we kind of related mental health with first generation pressures.
Yeah, and then people also had questions that we didn't ask. And they were like, why didn't you ask this? And I was like, oh.
What questions?
Well, one question that I had that I didn't ask, people were interested in how she started her practice.
Okay.
And there was other questions people were asking. I'm like, yes, I don't fucking know. You tried doing a podcast.
Yeah, some people, sometimes I feel like they don't be understanding what it is to podcast.
Also, if you like track our hair colors, this was filmed a little bit. This was filmed a little bit ago.
We're in our kind of reddish brown era.
Yeah. So for today's topic, we're jumping from mental health to
bondage. We're gonna be talking about bondage. What is it?
BDSM.
We're gonna be talking about cuffs, ropes.
Because for research purposes only, we took a bondage class.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
We're trying to step out of the box, but still be raunchy.
Yeah, I mean, how many times can we just tell you guys that we've been ran through?
Speak for your own toto. Like, my toto is still intact. My walls are okay. Anyways, but it was fun. Yeah. We went to Babeland in Williamsburg. We were looking for some seminars. There was a BDS bondage seminar, and what was the other one?
Anal.
We didn't make it to the anal one because, our schedules. Maybe in the future we'll go.
Mm-hmm.
I think actually we could go and see what's up. I mean, we already called out a man for not eating ass. We're kind of savages at this point.
Yeah.
But can you tell me? Well, tell us a little bit how the class was.
Okay, so we went to the workshop, and obviously we had like a teacher, and we like gathered in a group, and she was talking to us about.
Making sure this is working. Okay.
She was talking to us about bondage, which is the B in
BDSM. I have it here. The bondage is bondage, discipline, dominance, and submission, sadism, and masochism.
Mm-hmm.
So, first we talked about bondage.
Yeah.
And she gave us a few cute little tips.
Cute, yeah.
Like, don't use bondage or ropes or anything on your neck.
Yeah.
On your wrist.
No, use on your wrist just like a certain type of way.
Yeah, like not too tight.
Well, have you ever done any of that nature? Have you ever been tied up? That's the question.
I want to say yes, but it's been a long time. Like, it's not that memorable. Have I been blindfolded? And like, because she did say that, like, you can use like different props.
Yeah.
I have been blindfolded and kind of like given my submission to somebody to just do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And that, to be honest, is very erotic.
Is it because you like to be in control?
Well, if you guys don't know, this is an inside. Well, it's not an inside joke.
Well, Marlene's a control freak.
Fact. But I'm a little bit of a control freak. So, for me to let somebody else just kind of have control, especially about my body, I need to really trust this person.
Yeah.
So I've done it like once or twice. But I feel like with her tips, I want to get back into that.
Okay. Good for you.
I'm like, I want to get wanted to get a few props. So I will be purchasing a few things. Have you ever been tied up?
I have. Do you remember the old school like Dominican beds with like the pillars?
Yes.
I've been tied up to that. Like arms.
Do you enjoy it?
No.
Why?
I don't know if it's like claustrophobia or I don't know what you would call it. I just didn't like the fact that I was not able to move
your body?
My arms, and I'm very touchy.
Yeah.
When I'm being intimate, so I like to like touch, I like to like move around.
Yeah.
So just being held up and restrained,
yeah.
I was not into it.
Okay.
I didn't like it. I like to restrain people and torture them. Like that I like, but I don't like it done to me. I don't know. I don't think.
Have you tied somebody up?
Yeah.
Okay. On a Dominican bed too?
Yeah, same Dominican bed.
Same Dominican dude?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you tied him. So you enjoy being
inflicting pain, yeah.
Inflicting pain.
Yeah.
So you tied up somebody. Did you blindfold them?
No, I put him face down, tied him up, and then whipped him with a belt.
If you guys can see my facial expressions right now, but for a minute I thought of like un puerquito.
Even a bad boy.
Like kind of like that, and just being like, that's what I thought about. Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you ever been into like public sexual activities?
Love.
I do not.
All the time.
I want to be a little more open to it, but at the same time, I'm like, all right, like.
Back in the day when I had sex in like 2020, I was very open to the streets.
Are you one of those that got some head in Central Park?
Not in Central Park.
Okay. But outside?
Another park, yeah, but not Central.
Okay. You heard it here first. And then one thing I do want to say is I want to be like put against a window and just being sexual activity in the back, like just getting fucked from the back.
And people can see.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Oh, you've done that one too?
Mm-hmm.
I've done it, but like...
At the Marriott.
What was the view?
Girl, I cannot tell you. My eyes are closed. My eyes were in the back of my head. I took my eyes out. And I put them away.
All right. What new thing did you learn from the class?
Well, I learned that in the class, which I kind of knew this, but like obviously everything's consensual. Like everything has to be consensual. The Dominican man consented me to beat the shit out of him. But
I would want to interview him now.
No. But she was talking about like having like a safe word and like how you need to have a safe word, and your safe word can't be anything that's in a regular vocabulary. Like your safe word can't be stop.
Yeah.
Because we all say like stop it.
Like, no.
Oh no, stop, don't do that.
Yeah.
And when you say stop, it means go.
No, one thing she said
She said like, so your safe word has to be like, I don't know, like fucking refrigerator, like taco, like something that just like shocks you.
She said like not a lot of vowels.
Oh, that's so not refrigerator.
Yeah.
Like taco's a good one.
Yeah, like something you would not normally say.
Yeah.
That's why some people use like pineapple.
Yeah, but that's a lot of syllables.
Yeah, I'm like pineapple.
Apple.
Yeah,
grape.
something short.
Uva.
Yeah.
That one.
That was a good one. She taught us how to actually use
like
rope.
the safety of the rope, because you need to be able to like put 2 fingers in so you're not like cutting your circulation. Yes. So that was good.
Yeah. It was a good like short class. Yeah. She did like if you want to open your...
We were definitely like new to the situation. We were there as like, we're here for vibes. We're here just to check it out. There was people that were like,
there were couples there.
There was couples there, but there was also people that like are into it. So like, there was like a little mixer after, and people were like, "Oh, you're into this," or like, "I do this," so I've been doing this, and I was like,
I
Sir.
felt like people. There was a few people scouting.
Yeah, and people were like, "Oh, like, you do this," and it's like, "Sir, like, I am celibate. Like, the only thing that touches me is Jesus Christ, my Lord, and you're not gonna come here and tie me the fuck up."
You felt the guy was scouting, right?
Yeah. He was just like, oh, like, he was just trying to see who's into what he's into.
Down?
So he's
who's
like,
down?
Do you do this? Sir.
You asking a lot of questions there.
Sir, I am a lady.
Well, this class also was in Williamsburg, so you know the crowd is a little bit more mixed.
Yeah.
But let's talk about when she was using one of the employees as a...
Oh, I was 100% staring to see if he got a boner. Like, if he got hard from it.
So she used one of the employees, the instructor, to show us how to actually use the rope to bondage somebody's hands, right?
Yeah.
She was using it as like an example. So I'm standing in front of Estee, and Estee's behind me, and he's just like ear to ear, smiles like, and I'm like, are you looking at this man's boner like right now?
I was trying to see if he had one. I don't think he did.
No, I don't think
he was like a little pocket man.
Yeah.
But
what does that mean?
He was a short king.
He was a short king. He was attractive.
He was like short king.
With tats and stuff.
Short king. Like petite. Pocket man.
But would you?
No.
No?
No, I'm gonna like fucking Shrek right next to him.
But not on a date, just to like have some fun.
No.
Okay.
It's gonna be like Shrek having sex with a donkey. Like, no. No way.
Well, you heard it here first. You guys need to use Pocket Man when you guys are out on a bar and you see a really short king.
It's a pocket man.
It's a pocket man. But Esty was looking at his boner, and I'm over here looking at him. I'm looking at him, the bondage, to make sure that I'm doing it correct. And he's over here looking at the boner. I'm like, I already know what you're looking at.
So, would you be able to, like, do the knot?
I think so.
I can't. I was not paying attention. She was just like, you go like this, you like that.
No, I
like,
think so because she just said to go around, and then you have to kind of, like, loop it in the middle. So, but I feel like it is interesting to see a man, like, if you do this with your partner, whoever you feel comfortable with, it is interesting to see the other person kind of like give a little bit of like their vulnerability and like their trust into you that you're not going to hurt them in a painful way. Okay. Unless you want that, then that's on you.
So would you be able to give yourself to somebody?
To my partner, I would be able to do those type of things.
Like
I need to trust.
You would trust that.
Not like a stranger, like.
Well, yeah, but you would trust that.
I'll end up on like SU. What is it? SUV? Like no.
SVU.
SVU. But yeah, would you do it like with just any type of stranger?
I don't even know if I would do it with somebody I trust. I am not getting that tied up for nobody.
Would you? You know, lately I've been seeing a lot of like dominatrix. Would you be into that?
I feel like I would be such a good dominatrix.
So maybe we need to look up like some classes.
I feel like I would be, shut the fuck up. You like this shit. You like this, you motherfucker, you dirty pig. Right? I would be good.
Yeah, I think you would be good. I feel like I think there's like a mix. Like you can't like degrade them too much.
No, they like that. Isn't that, they like that. Julia Fox said she was a dominatrix and like the more she like treated them like shit, the more they liked it.
I would love to see a Wall Street guy just being like talk savage to.
Yeah.
Why not?
Or like, you know, maybe you can like, they're freaky ass people.
What's the freakiest you've ever encountered?
Freakiest ever encountered? Wow, that's... I'm gonna have to go back to you on that.
Yeah, because I'm like, when I think about freaky, I'm like thinking about like toes.
Oh, that's not freaky.
Like, that's not freaky.
That's just like normal.
That's normal, but like there's people that like to have like their toes like mushed into their face, or like I love a little like aggression, but like I still want to feel safe.
Oh, I've never tried this, but I sent this to you. The guy with the fucking mask, the devil mask,
Oh yeah, I know.
and he was just like him in a fucking mask.
I feel like it would be a little weird.
No, that's hot. I'm gonna
Because
insert the picture.
yeah.
I've never encountered that, but if you're trying to get down and wear a mask, like I'm here.
Not a full mask. I feel like I want to see a little bit of like expression in your face when we're like doing something. I want to make sure that you're getting pleasure. Because if you're just fucking me and like you have a whole mask on, like where the fuck is the facial expression?
In the mask, like.
Like where? No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh no, but what I was gonna say was, do you remember Euphoria?
Yes.
What's her name? I forgot her name, but the plus size girl that she was.
I don't know if her name is Kat.
Kat.
Yeah.
That she was a dominatrix. I forgot what season, and they
Mhm.
called it like Princess Kitty, whatever.
Yes.
And she had the guy, and she was like, every time you come, you have to send me $1,000.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be that fucking dominatrix, and I am. Every time you think of me, you come, you gotta wire me $2,000. Have fun.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, and I think it was like all like through Zoom that she did it. She didn't like
All
see
through,
these people.
but there are a lot of people that like are into that kinky shit. Like, just like send. I mean, we were just talking about this yesterday.
If you're into having sex through Zoom and you want me to degrade you through Zoom and treat you like shit, and then you're gonna send me money, my DMs are open.
But an actual like, you need to show proof of funds.
Proof of funds.
Because I'm like, you're not gonna think that you're not gonna send me my money.
Yeah, you gotta send it up front, and I would treat you like shit.
Oof.
I am good at that. I can make you feel like shit. I'm so good. Yeah, like dream job.
Wait, so we've talked about this before. So you would be interested in like going into a sex party?
Yeah.
And performing at the sex party, like you're down with being with basically like being the person that is being fucked and everybody else is watching.
Yeah, the appetizer. the buffet.
The buffet. So you're into that. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like I would go to a sex party, but like not be full blown myself getting fucked in front of strangers.
I feel like that's the best part because you're probably never gonna see these people again. We're like a little like mask.
Yeah, I feel like it needs to be like there. I would wear the whole mask.
It's like like in those TV shows that they go to a masquerade and it's like one eye's covered. And they're like, I didn't know it was you. Like, bitch.
How?
Like that shit is one eye covered. Like I know that man. Yeah, I would be down to go, and I would be, but it has to be like I wouldn't go with like my like partner. I would go with like a situationship.
Un chillo.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I feel like there's a distinct of you being fucked in a whole like window, and people can see you, but like when they're right there, like front and center, like I get a little shy. But I've had sexual like activities in public areas.
Yeah.
But it's just like the thrill of getting caught, not like actually somebody just having eyes on you.
Mhm.
But I feel like you would.
No, I'm down. Totally down.
I feel like when you do have sex and your sexual life is open again.
Yeah, this podcast.
You're gonna be on a fucking whole roller coaster.
This podcast is my journey of celibacy.
So at Babeland, we saw a few toys.
Uh-huh.
Which toys would you be interested in introducing into your bedroom?
I've actually never really used that many toys. So just like the starter kit, like cock ring. I don't know.
I saw the cock ring, but with the bunny on it.
Cock ring.
For my pleasure, I want to get the mask,
Yeah.
and I want to get a few cuffs.
Yeah.
But I want to cuff. I don't want to get cuffed.
I want to cuff too.
So, moral of this episode is we like to be in control.
I think. Yeah. I don't know. I don't
Moral
think
of this episode is we like to be in control.
I don't like to be in control of my life. Like in regular life, like my day to day, like I don't care. Like I just let like God and vibes happen.
Okay.
And so I'm still here. But like in that situation, like I need to control what's going on. Even
If you're
though
willing to be Estee's Perlin,
I did get slapped once and I really liked that. And it was like
I've gotten slapped before,
but
but
it wasn't
one
like
time...
it wasn't like a diss. It was like a and I was like, wow. I was like, wow, thank you.
I've gotten slapped before. So I got slapped really hard, and it was from the back. So I had a reflex. So
And you
the
went to
person,
slap back.
I went and slapped the person back. I went, blah, like I hit them back, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. That's my reflex. Like,
Oh. Do you have any like, since we're talking about this bondage and sexual being open, do you have like a no? Like, what are something that you're like, this ain't happening?
I'm not a big person of spit.
Okay.
Like, you know how people like, they're like, oh, like, let me spit in your mouth?
Yeah, that's hot.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm a germaphobe.
So that's like your...
That... I feel like since my ass is a virgin, we're going to stay away from that for now.
Okay.
Until we build, you know, that up.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't have like a lot of no's. Like I'm really open to trying things, but you know, a little uncomfortability. That's why I feel like, you know, a toy would be helpful. Like why not get like a little anal vibrator, like a little vibrating anal?
I feel like I know a lot of girls that have switched over to anal and they love their life.
Maybe I need to try it.
I have one no, and it's a hard no.
What?
You cannot pull my hair.
No, I like to get my hair pulled.
No, first of all, I paid a lot of money to get plasma shots, and you're not about to rip out. As a former bald-headed bitch, I have invested. I was bald. I was a bald-headed bitch, and I have taken Nutrafol, which is not cheap.
Yep.
I have gotten PRP on my scalp, which is not cheap, and I am like not bald-headed anymore.
I'm gonna need you to pay for all of that.
You're not going to rip out the 3 hairs that I have left. No, sir. You're not about to leave me a bald-headed bitch one more time.
Not I.
I used to look like Cynthia from the Rugrats. And you're not about to have me...
Or you need to pay for my wigs.
You're not about to have me like that looking again. That's number one. Number two, I am so tender-headed. And I am so prone to migraines that even if I wear a hat really tight, migraine.
Yeah.
Like, the wind blows too hard, I can get a migraine. I am so prone to migraines. And one time, I got my hair pulled, like head like snapped all the way back, like casi me deja calvo. I think that's how I became a bald-headed bitch. Because of him.
Wait. Tell me, what did you tell him? Like, were you in the middle of the act and you got your hair pulled?
I was in the middle of the act and like my hair was longer, like wrapped the fingers around my curls and it was just like a, and I was like,
if you're watching this on YouTube or on Spotify, the fucking face right now.
Jesucristo. And then
that would like ruin my mood, to be honest.
Well, first of all, I had to like check that it was still there. And then right away.
Was it a Dominican?
It was still there, my hair.
Was it a Dominican?
Yeah, that fucking savage.
Yeah, I'm
still
like,
savage.
I was like, sabía yo?
So once like my head like re-tilted forward, I felt that my hair was still in my scalp. I just felt the fucking migraine, and I had to stop.
No, I would be turned off.
I was like, no, sir, this ain't happening. We're not stopping. I mean, we're not continuing. I need to go get you need to go get me a motherfucking Excedrin and a Diet Coke. And I need to go to sleep.
And a Diet Coke?
Yeah. I need to go to sleep right now. And ever since then, like, not a single strand of my hair can get pulled. You can slap me. You can, like, spit in my mouth. You literally can do anything except...
Would you ever get peed on?
Oh.
Because you said anything, so that's what I
know,
thought about.
It's never,
I'm thinking about R. Kelly.
Well, it's never happened, but I've actually heard good reviews. I'm not gonna say who.
Okay.
On
camera.
On camera. I've heard pretty.
Would you take a dump on somebody, or would you let somebody dump on you?
Nobody's gonna take a dump on me.
Okay.
Oh, actually. If we're talking about Dubai. And there's a little price. You could take like a little poo-poo right here.
Okay.
But you gotta like wire me right away.
Okay. No, but right before the poo.
Yeah, before.
Okay.
And if you want me to take a dump on you and we're in some Dubai shit and you're about to wire me like 100 grand,
yeah,
I would fucking chug a whole gallon of whole cow's milk. And I would just go poo-poo on you.
Okay.
And wire me my money.
I don't know why people find that's like so... I don't understand, like, just the smearing of feces on people. Like, I just don't understand. What is the... That is something that's a little foreign to me.
Okay, well, that's not happening for me.
Yeah.
Unless you got the you proof of funds.
Proof of...
Like,
you know what I learned?
Reesa Teesa.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I was like, this whole week I gave that bitch 500 minutes of my fucking time.
Like, Reesa Teesa, you got to get proof of funds.
Proof of funds.
Okay?
Okay, I'm like, I don't want to hear nothing.
Can we talk about Reesa Teesa? She's not related to Bondage.
Yeah, I'm like...
But...
All right.
Wow.
We're gonna take a little rabbit hole.
We're gonna take a little break and then we're gonna go back to Reesa Teesa.
Yeah, because Jajo Veo. Welcome back, guys, to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene. We were just veering off into a rabbit hole as we always do.
Okay. I want to talk about Reesa Teesa.
Just for a slight second because I kept mentioning proof of funds and that just brought me back to that.
Okay, so I texted you.
Yes.
And I said, drop whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
You have to listen to this 50-something part story that is being told by Reesa Teesa. And you were like, ugh.
50 parts?
And then I was like, listen to it, you're going to be sucked in. Because by the time I sent it to you, I was like on part 30.
Yeah.
Wow.
First of all, that has to be... First of all, my friend showed me how to do like fast forward. Like, so I put in fast forward to be able to get it. But then the fast forward gave me a little bit of anxiety. So I was like, all right, I need to go back to regular.
Mm-hmm.
But first of all, I want to give her flowers for one, being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Two, taking the time to actually give us all the details.
Yeah,
because if she didn't, she painted a really good story. Because if she didn't paint it that way, we wouldn't get like all of the gaslighting.
And some parts, she was doing catch up. It's
yes.
like we reached part 20.
She's like a little clarification.
Because these, and I was like, you go, Reesa Teesa.
Exactly.
First of all, one thing that I noticed, because I notice always like the dumbest shit. How long is her drive to work? Because Sis recorded like 5 parts, 10 minutes each, driving to work.
50 minutes.
Like, ma'am, you work that far.
I mean, it's Atlanta. A lot of traffic.
Number 2, her first 2 videos when she had like the little curl thing, I was just really like anticipating, are you gonna record when you take it out? Because I want to see how your hair came out. But just like a little, whoever hasn't listened to it, if you haven't listened to it, you're kind of a square, honestly. I
know people that downloaded TikTok just to hear this story.
So if you haven't listened to it, like,
take the time. You don't have to see the whole 50 part, but it is worth.
Yeah. It even made it to like the Latin TikTok because I showed it to my mom because this girl was like, yo estoy haciendo un resumen de la Reesa Teesa y el drama que pasó y lo voy a so my mom was into Reesa Teesa.
Your mom saw the whole thing?
No, my mom saw the Latin 3-part breakdown.
Summary, okay.
So if you are living under a fucking rock,
go listen.
Reesa Teesa was a lovely girl that met this guy right before the pandemic, literally like 2 weeks before, and they ended up moving in during COVID, and he
a whole month after they like kind of dated. Like I feel like that's a little rushed.
It is, but the situation was like a lot of couples did that.
I feel like the pandemic either showed you some lessons, either broke or made a few couples because it was a very like situation that you're like, am I gonna really like quarantine with this person, or am I never gonna see them again?
Yeah. So they quarantined together. He was telling her we're gonna buy a house. My company moved me here with like this much money. He was like, I got pre-approved for like this amount of money. Told her all of this shit. They wasted realtors' times. I think 3 realtors. They went to look at houses and he would put offers in, and she was just going with like my man, my man, my man, and my man, my man, my man had no monies. He tried to buy her a car, and he was like, I want to get you out of this little shitty car you got. And she was like, okay. He like sold her on a dream. And I know a lot of people are going to be like,
dangling the dream and then taking it away.
And I know a lot of people are going to say like, she's at fault 100% because she even says it. She's like, these are all the flags that I ignored. And the proof of funds that we keep saying and like joking around is because he was making like offers to go like house shopping, like cash only or like cash offer, but he wouldn't show that he could prove that he had the funds.
Yep.
And he refused to like show anybody. And he was like talking to family members that came out to be fake. The funniest part was when she was talking to the brother. She was like, oh, he was talking to Egypt. He's like, what the fuck is Egypt? We don't have no bitch named Egypt
in the family.
In the family, she's like, oh shit, I sent Egypt some gifts. She was like, not no bitch named Egypt. Like, end of the story, because we talk a lot about dating and
it's relatable to the podcast in a way.
And then Marlene already gave me my fucking bochinche that I need to be more safe when I date. That's how true it is.
You do. You need to FaceTime these motherfuckers because you don't know who you're meeting on those apps.
Yeah. And now I'm going to pull a Sophia with an F, and I'm going to be like,
show the bank account.
Show the bank account on the first date. Log in. And let me see.
No, and don't let them show you of like, oh, this is the picture. Like, this is it.
Oh, yeah, because he showed her, he logged in, and then he showed her the bank account, and she saw he had like 15,000 for check-ins, and then he had like 20 grand or whatever he had like in savings. These are all screenshots
of an image on Google.
No. Like you need to be right there. Like, let me see. Give me your password.
So I mean, I'm not saying to be like,
Brenda's out there. You need to get the bank account information the first date.
I'm not saying to be like so like. Well, maybe Essie is.
Yeah, Brenda.
But what I'm saying is, don't take everything that everybody's telling you like first value.
Yeah.
Like she.
Do your research.
Do your research.
Listen to your gut. Because
listen to your gut is 100%.
She said, like, very deep into it, something told her in her gut to make voice diaries. Why, sis? If you're in a happy marriage relationship, why are you making these voice diaries? Like, when something doesn't add up, it don't add up.
Listen to your gut.
Also, I want to know, Reesa Teesa, like, how's that neighborhood you were living at? Because she said, I live in a townhouse, 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and I pay less than $1,000.
I want to go.
Bitch, where? Where? Is it really bad? Because is it the hood? Like, is it like semi-hood? Like, I live in New York. Like, you can't get a fucking glass box for less than $1,000. So, where, bitch?
Because we want to go.
I want to move there. You should have given me the lease, sis.
What we're trying to say is, if you're going to be going out on apps or all these things, listen to your gut. Do your research. FaceTime anybody before you even go on the date. Or at least share your locations with somebody.
Oh, so that way,
yeah, share your locations with somebody. And it's okay to date online because people are hopeless romantics.
Also, you know what my friend said? Because I need to get new tires on my car. He said you should keep going on dates and pop a tire every time. Eventually, 4 dates in, you're going to give me a brand new tire.
Oh my God. But once you feel safe with your partner, then you could do some bondage.
Yes.
And you could do. She never really said anything about her sexual relationship.
All she said was that when he was cheating on her and she found the messages, they were talking real freaky deaky.
And that was not him.
She was like, and that's not how he was with me. So clearly, with her, he was vanilla. And with the side bitch, he was like dark chocolate with fucking sprinkles and shit.
So don't believe these men out here.
Also, that man is That man's hideous. Do you see him?
He's not my cup of tea.
I was like, that man must look good, or he must have like a big dick, or like
But I just
the
feel like
sex must be good.
it speaks to
None of them. It speaks to
her
insecurities, and I think
the
because
pressures of women deal with of like, okay, I'm in my 30s.
yeah,
I need to have a house. I need to have a man. Okay, I have a man now. So like, let me rush into getting
yeah.
married now. Okay, I'm going to get
The
a
last
kid. Like that's,
the last part was really sad actually.
yeah.
Because she was talking like, why did I get fooled? And she said something like, I thought it was my turn. She goes like, I see so many girls that like find a good guy
Mm-hmm.
and have gone like they're like, oh, like this is my turn now.
My
And
turn has come.
my turn has come. And as a single person, sometimes you feel that way. And it's normal to feel that way. I have felt that way sometimes. Like you're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, like you date somebody and then like you kind of get love bombed and you're like, oh my God, it's happening to me. I have been chosen.
It's time. It's
It's
my time. It's
time.
time
And it's
for
my
me
time
to,
to shine.
yeah.
And then like shit goes downhill. But like you need to know like, first of all, not everything's good in relationships before you see it from the outside.
Not everything is
So
good.
like,
It's work.
yeah, it's work, but also with her, it's just like it's not your turn. But like when your turn, I don't know. Like just
Don't let your
those feel
pressures.
those pressures and feelings like put you down the right path. And thankfully, like she seems like a good person. That she got good karma. She unfortunately had a miscarriage, but in my opinion, that was God telling her, like, sis,
It's not your turn with
this is
this
not
man.
your turn. Your fucking pop tire was not your turn. And
There was pay attention to what the universe is telling you.
yeah, and all of those houses that fell through was not your turn. Him taking you to the Cheesecake Factory was not your fucking turn, sis.
She laughed about that.
That was not your turn.
Um,
But one thing that he dangled over her head was like her dream was always to go to Paris and London.
oh yeah.
And he dangled the little carrot over her. It was never true. She's like somebody's flying her out to London.
Oh yeah?
Like people were fighting in the comments like I want to like influencers that had money or like people were like I want to get this sis to London or Paris. And one girl that I follow actually wanted to send her there.
Mm-hmm.
But then somebody else had already like reached out to her and was paying for
Her flight.
her flight and like I think her stay to go to London. So like you go Reesa Teesa.
Get your monies and and if Netflix reach out to you,
Yeah.
get it.
So since she put it out there, I am going to put out there. I want to get flown out to Dubai and take a shit at somebody. I'm putting this on camera.
And tie them up.
And you have a combo. Me and Marlene would both take a shit on you for $2,000, $250,000.
I'm like $2,000. Speak for yourself. I'm like, señor, like tiene que ser un poco más.
250,000. Me and Marlene would just go do poo on you.
I was like, however you want, boo.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever you want, boo.
All right, but that was our episode of Bondage that went into Reesa Teesa. It was a lighthearted episode after
a heavier
topic, which a lot of people, back to the mental health, a lot of people appreciated that we made it a little jokey, and it wasn't just like talking very deep, because I mean people are not coming to us for like serious topics like that. Like people like our take on like just like
dumb
fun
shit,
like fun, lighthearted like stuff, opinions.
This is definitely a podcast that's more of like, let's release and let's hear something that's gonna make me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
But it is important to also recognize those hard topics that we deal with every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it does kind of tie in, because with the mental health and like all your pressures,
you do bondage.
You do. You want to do freaky shit to release some stress, and you might want to tie somebody up on a Dominican pillar bed like this sir here, or you might want to get fucked in a big window as you look down on everybody like me.
And that is what Reesa Teesa is going to be doing in London. Let me tell you.
That's right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to us. Please like, follow, share, subscribe.
Subscribe, because a lot of people listen to us and they're not subscribed.
Yeah, please subscribe, because this is what's keeping us going afloat, consistent, bringing you guys a lot of entertainment and a lot of laughter.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene.
Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform. Bye, guys.